It's going to be a very difficult matchup, I feel, for Pineda, because Blade Beam and Climb Hazard alone are going to do a very good job of invalidating the projectile pressure, to say nothing of Cloud's kit already being well-suited for fighting through zoners. Game 1 of Losers Finals is going to be bringing us to Pokemon Stadium 2, and we ought to be seeing very evasive play from Pineda. A lot of hit and run, throw out the projectiles and escape, because once Cloud is on you, that's that.
Man, look, these matches have been so explosive, and we have not had, like, can we just set it so we can have Tekken music at all times on these stages, please? This is just so peaceful. But right now, all they've been doing is mauling each other, man.
You don't like navigating the nightly cities of Gumoss City?
I do, but not when I'm watching two people destroy each other. Oh, wait, I just made myself a liar, so nobody played X and Y earlier. I just called myself...
Got him!
Alright, damn, I got hit with the mix-up. Alright, so right now, Spargo is currently mixing everything that is Pineda's existence, but Pineda with the very quick recovery option by using the roll off stage and forcing him back off again, deciding not to go for grenade launch and realized he was out of position, probably didn't want to risk the potential of just getting dash attack.
Yeah, Grenade Launcher itself is only able to really cover from an absolutely certain low recovery from Cloud, and also where the explosion isn't going to be met by the blade when Climb Hazard comes upward. So it's not nearly as effective as a tool at the ledge as could previously be expected.
Yeah, oh my god. Oh! Goes for another one maybe? Tries to go off stage, go for a side beat. No, decides to just keep the position, go for dude, how many forwarders are you gonna hit? There's like
as many as it takes, AJ. As many as it takes.
I mean, hey, look, just keep smacking him into the face. Like, Pineda has been able to back you up. There you go. The anti-air up smash, though, is finally going to seal the deal.
That was maybe the best SDI out of cross slash I've ever seen in tournament. My dude flew out like he didn't even get hit twice and up smashed instantly.
Yeah, but you know what? Look, if I'm Pineda, like, it's like 2 for 2 so far today. That up smash has had 2 fallouts. At least that time ended up getting the KO. But now the ledge trap pressure. We're going to talk about the great ledge trap pressure that Pineda was going to have in this matchup. But kind of forgot to talk about the fact how good Spargo is at reading jumps off stage and conditioning you into thinking that you're going to be comfortable at recovering.
Yeah, now this is one of the fatal flaws of this particular up B from Gunnar. You don't have a hitbox to defend you. You don't have anything to throw in the way. You're able to move swift, but even that doesn't mean anything when Cloud is just as fast and much more lethal.
Pineda is fighting for his damn life. Somebody send help. Somebody send help, please. Spargo is trying to destroy everything in his existence. Now he's forced back off stage once again. Had to go for the high recovery, but gets hit. Luckily, at least the grenade launcher came in to stop what was all that pressure.
There's no one to call help from at this point. This is Losers Finals. It's only between these two to determine who's going to fight off against Chag and Grands. And Spargo's making damn sure that it's going to be him, because this is a very rough game 1 for Pineda.
He's saying, go, 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 hold forward, keep pressure up, and just, all right, well, that's a laggy option. Luckily for him, it didn't die to the F-tilt in that situation, but at this point, yep, speaking of F-tilt, just see in the future. F-tilt, neutral get-up read, had the timing, down lock, that's some offline reading, reacting to some neutral get-ups, baby, and Cloud and Spargo, both the same at this point, gonna take game 1.
That matchup's tough. That matchup is actually, that's honestly, like, that's how I want to begin it, because it's a ruinous matchup in so many ways, especially when you take into consideration the kind of player that Spargo is. Like, the extremely confident off-stage play, the resilience through buttons, whether they're projectiles or not. It's a lot at once for Gunnar to be able to deal with, and Gunnar just doesn't have swift, reliable disjoints to be able to stop that kind of pressure. But with a lot less room to maneuver, maybe this might be a good game 2 for Pineda, as small battlefield is the setting.
It has been a consistent option that we've seen Pineda go to so far throughout the top 8 portion of bracket that's actually worked out. And you definitely nailed it, like, on the head. We said before, one of the issues that a lot of zoners in particular don't like is a disjoint that's fast. They don't like Lucina, they don't like staring down a Cloud, because they just keep them from playing the game. They constantly can't deal with them out of shield, and just now looking at that, the way he called out everything, that way he could get the KO, but Pineda finds himself back, because luckily that up he's got a lot of range.
Yeah, especially when coupled in with the down B that's chosen, that allows you to further extend that verticality. It gives just a little bit of mix-up, but it gives, of course, the ability to just return to stage, which right now, we need to set the bare minimum to expect, because so fast into this match, Spargo is just on the hunt.
Yeah, just keeping it up, and that's what you have to do. If you want to make sure that the person who's constantly shooting stuff at you cuts it out, don't ever let them get the chance to do it. And that's the way he's just been tearing it apart. Reads the jump off stage once again with the back air.
Okay, just a little bit of a scramble as we try to return to neutral, but instead it's just a return to the status quo. Spargo immediately fishing out with the forward airs. I feel like Spargo does a better job of taking advantage of the additional movement that you get from Limit than the actual moves themselves.
Yeah, like that's something that used to be a major utilization of when Cloud had Limit forever, is getting that movement speed buff. But now with the short time, everybody wants to just get rid of it right away. Now, however, though, you look, oh my god. Dude, Spargo's ability to consistently get past people off stage without Limit, it's just incredible. His ability to stay patient and not freak out.
Yeah, no, Nerves of Steel is what's cementing this game as we move further along. Only 104% built up, and 3 stocks to 1.
Oh my god, man. Look, you already know me. I'm an eternal optimist. I love seeing people try to make comebacks. I want to see Pineda adjust, figure out what to do, get some types of KOs. However, I'm also a realist in some situations. This is not looking good at all for Pineda, and I don't know if we're going to be seeing this Meat Gunner come back in game number 3.
Hey, listen, if Pineda can find the answers, I'll be taking notes. This is probably one of the most, if not the most difficult matchup on paper for Meat Gunner, and Spargo is showing with perfect execution why. Between really good DI and really good patience with resources, it seems like almost nothing is killing this Cloud.
You saw me throw my hand up, like just the way that he navigated around the grenade, the F-tilt, everything. That is usually a dead Cloud in most situations, but Spargo got back. Now with no real viable kill throw option, they got back there at high percent, they got up there at some points, but now at least the grenade finally hits the mark.
Yeah, it's rough doings. You wait that long for the kill, you end up giving so much momentum to your opponent, and because of that, that's why we see game 2 now fall in favor of Spargo.
Now, I'm going to just go ahead and look at the notes from previous portions of this bracket. Now, I think the Meat Gunner has got to go away at this point. I've been loving watching this Meat Gunner all the way through up to here. I think it's got to go away at this point. There was a Palu / Cloud I think I saw earlier out of Pineda from a previous set. It might be the time to take it out.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Right on cue, my friend. We're looking at the Cloud Ditto. If you had to play the Ditto against anyone, here you go. Probably best in the world. First class.
Here we go. As we get into game number 3 here, we're going to see the character switch off, and you're right. This is going to be, if there's ever a Cloud to fight, it is the best one currently doing it. And who knows? Maybe the change of pace, maybe the disjoint, maybe the idea of the box along with Spargo might do it for Pineda here.
It's a situation where the character is just really well suited for edge guarding himself and juggling himself. So whoever does make that first important blow to taking stage control, I think just has it.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Actually, he just missed that follow-up edge guard. He sniped him out of the recovery after the limit usage, but yeah, you're right. Like, I mean, this is all fundamentals at this point, and all who has the better advantage state. And pretty much, since these matchups have started, a majority of neutral has just been Spargo working his way back to advantage state, much like just now. He's gonna die so fast. All right, well, that is pretty much the 3-0 and a handshake making its way towards the end of the table right now, man.
It's tough business. You're trying to play Cloud into Cloud, which, for one thing, is probably one of the more volatile of Dittos that you could see in Smash. But doing so against Alexa Spargo, who's played so confidently thus far, just executing stronger than you, it's rough. It's almost like a destined loss.
It just happens sometimes. Like, it's as good as you've been all day, sometimes you just get outplayed. You just gotta hold that. And right there, you gotta hold that. That's a side B off stage. Pineda, hey, you know what? If you can make a believer out of me after this one, I'd love to see it. But right now, Spargo's got a stock to play with, so he can force himself to just go for a double SD as well and be fine with it if he gives it up.
Yeah, a reverse 3-stock is asking a lot against anyone when you're a bleeding Cloud. But in this situation, it's asking quite a lot from the player.
Yeah, and once again, most of this has been on every... Oh, wow. Okay, just mash jump got out of there. But the amount of times that Pineda's been called out on his jump has been an extremely large amount, and that has been a huge reason why he's not been able to fight, because every time he goes for something at disadvantage, he gets blown up for it.
Levy makes for a safe recovery, and Limit in a regular cross slash, ends up bringing us back, but it's the up air that finishes it off. It's the 3-0 for Spargo, and Pineda did a fantastic job getting up to this point, but their destination is 3rd place.
Yeah, Spargo's got a date in a rematch with the run back for Chag in the Grand Finals, who's currently sitting there waiting on the winner's side of Grand Finals we saw from that previous set. Very good game 5, but Chag kind of ran away with the last one. But I will say, thoroughly impressed by Pineda all day. That meat gunner, amazing. Not something you usually get me to say, because I'm not the biggest fan of people who don't like to interact and let me fight. But that, though, the way that Pineda kept like the game going was thoroughly impressive, regardless of whether it was a brawler archetype or somebody who wanted to zone.
See, maybe liking zoners isn't so bad, AJ.
Nah, we're not going that far.
Ah.